With the 7 Problems of Kullervo update finally out, it means we can finally get our hands on Kullervo himself. And in fact, I'm going to go over here because you saw it. There is, in fact, no Laverian for the new frame. They would much rather have spent their time doing... exactly. To get a hold of the parts for Kullervo, you're going to have to go to Deviri during either anger, sorrow or fear spirals to get the prison island to appear. Once this appears, you can go there, speak to the warden and do the Kullervo boss battle. During this, he is going to drop Banes and then, well, you take the Banes. You find Arthritis or whatever her name actually is. You can do this inside of the Dormer Zone as well because you want to talk to her and it's literally right at the bottom there. And his parts are here. It is 15... I've forgotten the name of them already. 15 Banes for the blueprint and each part is only 9 each, which isn't actually that bad. 42 in total. And defeating Kullervo rewards between 4 and 6. On Steel Path it is anything from 6 to 8. Once you have spent 12 hours building all of his parts, followed by 3 days of putting them all together, you can finally equip him and have a good look at all of the daggers shoved in him everywhere. He literally is Julius Caesar. So I'll use the... yeah, I'll leave that alone. He looks better as he is. Once you have put a catalyst in him, of course, a reactor, not a catalyst, he will have 2. That's right, 2 polarities. Not one on the Exiler slot, does come with a dash polarity, which kind of goes without saying. In it goes. And because I do like adding my own cock-ups in this, throwing mods in to kind of level him up, I'm just going to go all the way back to the end, take his shield mod and throw it in the bin. Because he has no shields. Can now, however, confirm that you'll need 75 rune marrow for this guy, just for the chassis, and about 200 of that purple plant that they introduced in this update. Yeah, he requires a lot of resources from Deviri. But luckily, I'm not saying it because, well, maybe it works, but we'll just take a quick look at his abilities, because obviously his first ability... you teleport to an enemy, and this differs on a lot of different things. Mainly the use of his other abilities, mainly his second ability to build up the counter in the bottom right, and my ability to run back here and get power before that expires. Oh, yeah. My bad. Well, they spawned in while that was going, so that kind of works out, but yeah. The damage kind of scales depending on that little counter in the bottom right, 9 times. Instead of having a combo counter, this guy has that counter constantly. That explains why his signature primary weapon has combo duration. It increases the duration of that thing in the bottom right. It all starts to make a lot more sense, doesn't it? Not only does it have the option to teleport you straight to an enemy that for some reason there we go. It can also teleport you to a location. Any location within the range of it. You can see exactly that range, it's right there. 48 meters. Because if we just try and do it a little bit to the right, yeah, I think I hit that. Let's see if this will put me back on that podium. It will. 47 meters, because I was standing on that. So the range of this is not what I expected. They said to any waypoint. It meant any waypoint like this. And to be fair, it's great for moving around. I have been using it way too much, but just kind of hoping to be able to use this to teleport across a map. Then there is Recompense, his second ability that if you cast it, you throw these blades around and wait for it. Yeah, these are self-harming if you do not stick them into an enemy. Because the swords have come out of him. All of them have left his body. And when they return, they deal damage. Not a lot of damage. You can see it in the top right. That was about 700 and something. This one should take the overshields off. That's right, shields, because he can actually have shields. I just want to know if we can actually kill him using this. This is just the self-harm side of it, and this one should kill him. Are you going to stop at 2 health? Yup, you cannot kill yourself with this ability. And I don't particularly care what this happens to say. Each dagger that strikes an enemy restores your health and damages them. Or it can damage you if it misses. So I should be able to stand here and basically get my health back to max. Which I did. But here's the problem. Come on. I will hit that limit at a certain point. It's not doing it. Ah, okay. It was doing it earlier. I guess that was a bug that they fixed with the update. Okay. It was only hitting one enemy once. Now it's hitting multiple enemies multiple times. Okay, that's great. I did not mean to do that. Of course, his passive increases heavy attack, wind up, and... well, I'd love to say damage, but to be 100% honest, it's the efficiency. 75% heavy attack efficiency and wind up speed. It doesn't actually increase the damage, but people keep telling me it increases the damage. It doesn't, it's literally written there. 75% efficiency and 100% attack speed. Wind up. That simply comes down to this. To be fair, Collective Curse, his third ability that was supposed to blind enemy, it basically curses them that any other enemy that is cursed will share damage from other enemies. A portion of the damage is shared across all cursed enemies. So if we come over here and kind of cast the cursed off in this direction, because it will go through everybody, and then we shoot you, it damages everybody. You can literally see the link between them all. Yeah, that mixed with his fourth, that I don't care how they worded this, it's basically a rain of daggers. Storm of daggers that rains down. Okay, that is literally exactly what it is. Yeah, if you can kind of range this, because it just goes where you are looking, and then just give it one of these, you're kind of laughing. Well, you know what, let's throw one of these in as well. Oh, never mind. I accidentally killed all of these level 190s with his... one of his abilities. Whoops. Oh, and my favourite is because it lasts for so long. If we just go and quickly simulate this again. Huh. Oh, my game broke. Let's just pretend that didn't actually happen, shall we? And we'll just hit... well, fine. Be that way. It will not work. It crashed about 4 times. I kind of give up. It works for everything that can deal damage. And I mean everything. And you can see it looping back through all of them. Until it eventually kind of stops. But you know what? We'll just add in one of these. And they're all insta-dead. Apart from the ones that weren't affected by it. But, yeah. They don't last very long. I'm going to try this again. I'm regretting everything. This may work. Woohoo! It actually worked. That's quite amazing. It's crashed me out a few times. Don't know why. By the time I got here, they're already gone. You're not imagining that these are level 195s. And that was an ability that was precast. Yeah. Can I take this higher yet? No. 195's as high as they want you to go. Well, I guess you could say he has turned into the ultimate. Well, I don't know what that was. Steel path frame. Oh, wait, I should just link you all to... oh. Take it however you want to. That's level 195's dead with one ability without using any of his other ones on it. Kullervo is definitely worth actually getting hold of because he is a decent frame. He's not an Ash ripoff, he's not an Excalibur ripoff. They made it sound like he was going to be, but it turned out everybody was wrong, including me. He is neither. He's close, but better in almost every single way. Do we quite possibly have another situation of a Ureli style frame here? Because he's more like Ureli for his second ability than he is any other frame. They should give that ability to Ureli and kind of permanently fix Ureli. But it's self-harms. That is literally his only downside. He's definitely worth getting a hold of, because damn, he's actually pretty decent frame, which, yeah, doesn't bode well, because they've actually been releasing pretty decent frames recently. We're all kind of waiting for another bad situation, and I'm not going to badmouth Ureli, because I am one of the few people who actually, I don't mind using Ureli. I wouldn't say I like using her, I don't mind using her. I'd rather use him though. And with that, we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Just kind of a rip off of Helios anyway, but again, we're not going to go too much into that whole thing either, because technically one's a frame, one's a sentinel. But Helios does throw his entire body and then brings it back, and Zaku explodes his body off and then it comes back. It is similar to that, but it's just daggers. They come out of his body because they are stuck in his body and you can see them, and all he does is push them out and then uses them for abilities, has them rain from the sky. It all just, they really do kind of work really well together.